Good evening, dread subs and dread doms, and welcome to another scientifically accurate chapter of Blood from a Stone, a tale of love and dread in RPG. My name is Philip. I am your dread master.
Daddy.
And I am ensaliented by 5 wonderful players. Say, good evening, players.
Good evening, players.
How's everyone doing tonight? We haven't been talking, so I don't know.
Frosty.
Amazing.
Great.
Sweaty.
I'm blocking
I doubt you
Good to
are
see.
Frosty. There's a heat dome on, sir.
Hot.
Yeah, I
Frosty.
film on these nuts.
Moist.
That wasn't one. You just said D's nuts at the end of a thing. There was no...
Yeah.
Threw it on? Alright, fine enough. Well, yes.
Yeah, that's
so we
like
have
my
a-
favorite Mad Max movie, Beyond Heat Dome.
Sure. Is that the one with Master Blaster?
Yeah.
There we go. I love Master Blaster, guys. It's so funny. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the game tonight here. We do have a returning player who's been out for a beat here, and has yet to make an appearance on the island yet, but it's wonderful to have you back, Fable. Who viewers will remember from our time aboard the Dreadland Express and in the realm of Ignador. But for now, I wonder what that means. Montreal's good. Well, in any case, as we sort of continue things here on the island, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and jump into a recap of last week's events, which for the most part things went off fairly well, but there's sort of a lot of just uncertainty about if everything sort of happened okay. The good news is that everyone's favorite new character / voice that I do, Vinny the Fink, has been removed, as far as you can all tell, from Omaha. Vinny the Fink is no longer making Omaha say horrible things in that sort of little kid voice.
Can we just get a taste of it real quick, Phil?
Do you really want to taste? You'll
No.
ruin your dinner if you have a taste first. Are you sure you want to ruin your dinner? Are you going to be that naughty? Are you going to be that very, very naughty? Well, just remember, if I get a spanking, you do too.
I don't like it. Thanks.
That's great.
Thanks for that.
And
I'm
just
glad.
remember that's, and just when you're picturing that, picture that it's David Harbour. That's who's saying all that, in my mind. There you go. But things became a little more intense there, and one person who actually had a pretty rough time during this process was your good friend Jakarta, who sort of was looking at a photograph that was taken during the building of the fortress building, and he really thought he saw Lady Rhiannon Dythe within it, and he just absolutely freaked out, hyperventilated. He's at like incredibly low, just so you know. He's like, he really got diminished by that experience. Montreal, in his typical way, brought him a glass of water and then drank most of it himself before handing it over.
The hype train is at 69%.
69% hype train. Nobody do anything else. Leave it there, babies.
Or
Nice.
donate 25 to 50 subs at one time.
Well, okay, sure, yeah. Or, yeah, only, we gotta,
Nice.
if you go from 69 to 69, that's okay. We do have a nice emote, so yeah, that's what that's for. Oh, it went up. That's okay. Well, whatever. Wait, did you do that, Lauren?
No.
Okay.
Eleanor and Saber gifted
Oh, I see.
a thing and it made us go up.
Fair enough. Well, thank you,
but
Eleanor and
I
Saber.
did get us to 69.
Now we're 91ing, and you guys know that one's crazy.
Hey, that's my birth year, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. So,
That's weird.
in any case,
Didn't know I was older than you.
Ha
Wait, I'm 91 too.
yeah, there we go.
Wait, Moses, what's your birthday?
October 26th.
December
God.
1st, baby.
I didn't really. Okay.
Children. We have
Wow.
children.
We're,
I'm,
we're old
Okay.
goodies.
I am, we are,
People.
Let's go, young people. Woo!
yeah, we're just here corrupting the youth of America, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
So, most of the group left. There was actually a lot of sort of controversy because London really didn't want to leave Omaha because, oh my god, get a room already, said all the men after you guys. Well, anyway, the point is, but London eventually agreed to leave, so that kind of Zurich basically said, London, you won't help Omaha by potentially being, possessed yourself. You all left, you returned, you were given a code word by Octavian, and as far as you can tell, he said cilantro with the trilled R, so Zurich was like, that is what he told me it would be. So, Montreal was then untied by Omaha. Montreal then untied Omaha with his very sexy flourish because that's how he tied her up. And it seemed like everything was well. It seemed like you guys had sort of gotten rid of Vinny the Fink, and actually night was falling. You're all exhausted. It's been a very long day, obviously. So you were going to head back to your rooms. And Octavian did indicate that on many levels, the dread cells where you stay are actually the most secure spaces, but they're more secure than like the, company housing where he lives. But Montreal basically said, can I chat with you for a second, Octavian? Sort of hung back. And Montreal, unbeknownst to the rest of the group, asked Octavian for an item, a magical item, or some means of restoring one of his sort of memories to the most forefront. He really wanted some of the vampiric power that he had recalled, and really just wanted to be able to bring that in. So Octavian said, well, I mean, you could always just get bit by a vampire, but then you're under control. He said, there is an item I could give you, but it is cursed. It will sort of drain your life every time you remove it. But you could use that to gain some vampirism. And Montreal said, that doesn't bother me at all. Give it over. So they left, and at this point, Octavian kind of went down a hallway. Montreal wasn't giving them much advice. This is when London and Omaha stepped back into the conference room to chat, and the guys were like, are they making out yet? And then Zurich was very upset about the way that their periods sync up. He just finds that very strange that can happen. Just want to make sure everybody remembers that Zurich said that. Okay. So in any case, as they sort of basically kind of remembering Montreal and remembering Stilt Cutter especially, they were like, sometimes he's just weird. They came out, at which point Octavian just walked up to him and handed him a case, having not been told that, like, this is, like, on the down low from everyone else. Montreal tried to kind of spin things, and Octavian got the message and tried to do it, but made some mistakes, and basically the group could very much tell that Montreal was lying about something. Octavian told them, wanting to be truthful to London, that he was given an item that could let him sort of connect with Darius Calmblood. Wants to be a vampire to face the dangers of the Dreadlands. It makes some sense, but they were frustrated that he was doing something potentially dangerous. Some of them have experiences of vampires. They were like, you don't want that. They then had an argument over whose blood would be the most delicious and the order in which Montreal would eat everyone. And Omaha basically sort of, was saying, like, we're all in this together. You can't be going rogue. So at London's request, Montreal gave this box to Zurich for safekeeping, to be used when he needed it. The group then went home.
Where I accidentally made a really funny joke.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. I forgot. I should have mentioned that. She said Zurich is a neutral party in Switzerland. That's funny. This is funny. I know. I thought that was intentional. I asked her the next day, like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing the recap. That was funny. And she's like, I didn't realize. It's good. Your subconscious
I'll
did.
pretend that I did.
Your subconscious is a real student of herstory.
Thank you.
So everyone went home to their sort of dread cells for the evening, rearranged some of the things they had there to either reflect what they wanted to see or get rid of what they didn't. Zurich opened the box almost instantly upon being in the room to discover an animated pair of fangs that read Haunted Halloween. Become your costume. And as he closed it, he could hear them, like, talking in a very hokey vampire voice from within. So apparently they are sort of cartoon vampire things from the Fractured Factory, which is interesting. We then had a sort of digression that is not too important to what's going on here, but I will sort of mention it anyway, in which our dear Medina Lake, despite not believing she deserved to escape, is the second person to depart these Dreadlands. Etienne Rene did so during the sort of climactic destructive storm a few sessions back, and now Medina Lake has been pulled out, but she is still in a Dreadland, one controlled by Dracula, who is in both of these places at once as one of these sort of master mages, stuff she knows about from other worlds and other lands. The point is, she met Captain Eldritch. I had to run over and grab my sunglasses. Everybody had a good laugh about it, and that is how we wrapped things up last week. So, anybody, am I forgetting anything anyone wants to include from our time last time? Great. Well, thank you all so much. Oh, and thank you for this hype train that is still going strong. We're about to beat our last record, so much appreciated.
We're edging closer and closer.
Okay.
Edging so close to it.
I think you're supposed to say. If you're doing that, you have to say that much like slower and more like you know.
We charge extra for that.
Hey, we're edging
There it is.
close,
There it is.
closer to the brink of this record for our hype train.
I'm so sorry. You guys want it in a Vinny the Fink voice. I see. Okay. We're getting closer and closer, edging real close to our record. Do you want to break the record? Do you want to watch the record break into a million billion little pieces, and then you have to pick them all back up and put them all together again? That's gonna take you so long. I'm gonna giggle while I watch you do it. Sophia says, no, I'm muting this. That's the spirit, Sophia. Well. Good old Vinny the Fink. He's in a matchbook somewhere. Just go find him. You could always make a new friend.
I might bring him back.
I mean, who wouldn't want to? So with all that in mind, I think we are now ready for the invocation for chapter 148 of Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG. Even as I searched for you, I knew. Even if I found you, you'd be so cold. Even when I found you now, baby, I knew that I'd gone about as far as I could go. So, first of all, London, Dallas, Montreal, and Zurich, please all recover 8 precious power as you
Thank
sleep
God.
through the night
I'm alive.
without any severe issues or problems, as far as you know. But you, in other words, no one was disturbed in the night. No one had any encounters with weird things. You all probably, I mean, I think you were all so exhausted that, yeah, you probably, who is now back at full, by the way? Okay. Cool. Your friend, Jakarta, is not, but we'll see. He's better than he was, my goodness. Okay, so. You all begin to stir, hearing some voices out in the sort of courtyard of the Dread Cells. Of London, Zurich, Montreal, and Dallas, if any of you have a listen of 4 or more dice, you might kind of... Nobody. Zurich, you actually hear sort of voices, and you believe you recognize one of the voices, though he sounds kind of similar to the one I was doing the past few weeks at someone else. He's a little gruffer with his kind of hoity-toityness, saying, all right, well, let's see what the hell's in all these things. Oh, all right, it's 5, right? That's the one. All right, let's get it open then. And you hear CJ Soot talking to some people, and they seem to be opening one of the Dread Cells, but it is not yours. So... You guys can emerge from your rooms if you want to. If you'd rather stay in there for a moment, you can.
Zurich peeks
Zurich,
out.
can you
see
open your
what's
door? The door sort of slides open. You see it, and you see that they're going to a dread cell that, as far as you knew, none of the group have been in. None of the sort of 6 of you so far. London, what are you doing?
I'll like peek out as well, but
Peek
not
out.
trying to be sneaky or
Yeah,
anything.
just kind of looking out, seeing what's, the kind of nosy neighbor style. What's going on here? You see they are going into dread cell number 5.
Mambo number 5.
Oh, I was gonna say it.
And CJ Soot is kind of standing at the door. A couple of the people go in. Florence.
That's in my head now.
Florence, at this point, you are awakened. You find yourself in a small square room. It is smooth stone with shadowed glass windows along the top. It appears to be a rather cube-like chamber you're in. You are on a bed that is fairly comfortable, but a little institutional seeming, not too flourishy. There's like a little desk and kind of a workspace on one side, an area that is a bathroom. You also notice that there is a shelf that has 3 dolls on it. These 3 dolls kind of looking at you. But 2 people are sort of like waking you up, and a man who is made he looks like a man dressed in a sort of nice suit. He has glasses, but you cannot see any of his skin because it's all giving off a soft gray smoke. And even his hair seems to be kind of like suffused with smoke, so you can see the shape of it. He seems to be like a well-built man, but he's in a very sharp suit. He is smoking a cigarette, and he will say, Florence, wake up. You've overslept a bit.
Who are you?
I'm CJ Soot.
Where am I?
That's a very good question. Can you stand?
I try to stand, and have I been a lot, like, would I have...
You feel groggy, but you're able to stand, certainly.
Okay, yeah. I'll stand up.
Perfect. All right. Didn't realize you were in here. Sorry, we kind of let you sleep a couple extra days. Dr. Partridge was not being very... Just remember that everything that's wrong right now is Dr. Partridge's fault.
Dr. Partridge.
But now that you're here and awake, I figured we'd we'd try to see what we could do with you.
Do I have any memory of Dr. Partridge?
Not a name that rings a bell to you at all.
Okay.
None of these names mean anything to you. You really don't know how you got here. At any point, CJ Soot sort of steps out of the doorway and notices London and Zurich kind of peeking. Montreal and Dallas, what are you 2 doing?
I'm putting the dolls of Rawlings and the manager back up where they were from my nightstand.
Love
I don't know.
I'm still inside.
Okay.
I'm having an internal conversation with my different voices.
Okay. Do you want to give us any of what that is?
So just Montreal, he's comfortably laying in the bed, so he's not freaked out by it. But Darius calm bloods in one ear, saying, "You must get the fangs from Zurich. Why did you let him take it? Get them." And then Still Cutter is just saying, "Get leave, just get leave."
I like how it's not an argument; it's an argument about what to get. It's not like it's not like a deep conversation about what to do.
No. This isn't a moral debate.
Yeah,
it's just what do we need?
What thing? And then Dick Rambone is probably saying some censored stuff about what you need to get.
Yeah, he's saying I can't say what he's saying.
And yet, boy do we. Boy will we eventually. So the point is, so Montreal has not emerged, but at this point, sort of with Dallas kind of peeking out, you guys see CJ Soot has sort of stepped out. And he says, "Oh, look, you're waking up. I can't really blame you."
Who's in there?
Day and morning. Oh, this is Florence. Florence, you want to step out and say hello to all your friends?
There's another one.
My
Hi.
friends?
Well, that's what Dr. Partridge's idea was, anyway. This was another. This was another. What the hell did she say? It was. This was another one of those plane crash victims, like the rest of you, right?
Florence, what do your dolls look like?
Yeah.
My doll? Oh.
Do you remember anything?
No. I go into the room and I grab the dolls off
Perfect.
the shelf.
You have 3 dolls. They're sort of they're kind of bigger sort of sized dolls. They're like that size. They're semi porcelain. One of them looks like a dwarf, sort of like explorer, surveyor underground, kind of very kind of hearty and cool. I believe had shaved hair on one side. One of them looks like an extremely glamorous woman, and one of them looks like an elf sort of spellcaster of some kind. Jakarta is not awake yet, so, and I don't think any of you have looked at each other's dolls too carefully, so. Yeah, but basically that's your dolls. You have an elf, a dwarf, and a human-looking woman.
I come out holding them.
Astrid.
Huh?
Oh yeah. And the other one.
Wait. I wouldn't know Astrid.
Or
It was all Medina.
You wouldn't know Astrid, but you would know, you could say you recognize Chatelaide.
Take that back.
Actually, the only one you recognize is Chatelaide.
Yeah. Chatelaide. Reverse that. Delete it.
Sure.
Chatelaide.
Yeah.
Elwyn.
N-
Except I don't look like me. Her? Of
Elwyn.
course.
Sure. Yeah. Nice to meet you,
Oh,
Elwyn.
You don't remember at all. Okay.
I woke up.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't
We're
worry.
here.
I mean, we all were in the same position that you were a couple days ago, so don't worry. It's totally normal. Not normal in the grand scheme of things, but like normal for this.
Okay. Who am I? Am I not Florence? They're calling me
Yeah.
Florence.
No, yeah, you are. Wait, let's just have a seat and chat, and she'll just sit on the floor.
You believe in reincarnation?
I mean, yeah, I do. Do you?
Now I do.
Okay. And then she gets solemn, and then like she looks at London and looks at the dolls, and then just sits.
Okay. Kind of just, and I guess I should describe that you are now in kind of a little sort of courtyard. There are 13 stone cube buildings, like separate buildings in
so
a
we're
circle.
outside.
You guys are outside, and you look for, on one direction it seems to be like full on like jungle rainforest. In the other direction there's kind of a path leading to an office building on the side of a mountain that is billowing out purple mist, and there is kind of some light rain falling.
So is it like more like modern time looking than like fantasy-esque?
This looks fairly modern time. It has these cubes that
office-
you're in. They look weird, but the office building definitely seems maybe mid-century, like a 60s or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Montreal, yes. You were gonna say something.
Oh, I was saying, hearing the name Chatelaide, Montreal would like to burst out of his room.
Okay.
Oh,
And
London will say, "It's cool. It's cool. Just we're being real calm, okay, Montreal."
sorry, I just you hear the name of a ghost.
Yeah. This is Montreal. I'm London, Zurich, Dallas,
Hi.
Omaha, and Jakarta are.
Montreal would like to just. I think. Are you guys sitting in a circle?
You guys are, I think, all standing just in the courtyard right now.
Oh, we sat.
We sat.
Oh, you're sitting on the grass. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'd just like to walk up to Florence, just pop a squat, just do like a close examination of like their face, like yeah, I see it.
Can I help you?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Look back over her shoulder.
We were all in the same situation once, and it's really complicated to figure out. But we're here. We're here for you.
It's actually kind of weird seeing someone at the stage we were at before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh,
You have a lot of explaining to do. If yeah, I don't remember anything.
well, they help us remember, but CJ, what's the plan?
Excellent
Yeah, now that
question.
Dr.
Dr. Partridge has gotten herself killed, which means no one's currently in charge of the dread subjects, which means I'm going to have a little fun. And so are you.
How so?
He kind of turns to Dallas and says, You're the one who's Rawlings, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, Rawlings. I had a lot of fun putting Rawlings together, and he seemed to overperform. Now he's back, which is further overperformance. Rawlings knows a lot more than he should.
Wait, do I remember any of Rawlings' memories from like after he came back to life, after he's brought back?
You totally do.
Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, yeah.
In fact, you even remember Rawlings being in the like car as like the mist took out everything outside of the thing.
Okay.
So he kind of looks at you and says, "Yes, I think there'll be some. You might be able to help me with a few things, Dallas. You have a little more perspective."
Does the perspective involve these things?
What the hell are those?
I don't know. I'll show him the stones.
What the hell are those?
Those are stones.
Florence, you notice that Dallas has these like 3 like stones embedded in his chest. These kind of dark purple, almost metallic looking things. Soot says, "Oh, damn it.
Do I have them?
If you all feel on yourselves, you don't. If you can feel all over, no one else has stones.
Damn what the hell? Damn that? What does it mean?
That is a complication. Might be a blessing in disguise. There's nothing a good narrative likes more than a little sudden wrinkle. Twist.
So
It's a fun little twist.
you wrote him. You put him together, right? So this is
I
outside
did handle Rawlings' backstory, yes.
Did you write
Are
Dallas?
you?
No. No one wrote Dallas, that's the whole point.
What? Wait. How did you write us?
No, I didn't write any of you. Partridge built you on her own. No backstories. She concocted this story of they were in a plane crash.
Who wrote you?
Oh, I'm not of your kind. I'm from somewhere else.
Florence, as you'll come to find out, everything has so many layers, and it's really hard to connect them all. And
We don't really get a lot of answers.
yeah. But don't be afraid, or do, when it's time to be afraid. But right now, we're fairly safe. More information will come.
Art wrote us.
Smoke guy.
Don't think about that yet.
There's a lot of weird stuff you're gonna learn.
Yes, Mr. Montreal.
Did you spare a cigarette?
Could you spare another one for me too?
He pulls out a pack of cigarettes and offers one to Montreal. He'll offer one to Florence. He'll look around to London, Zurich, Dallas.
Good.
He'll sort of put them away. He'll pull out a lighter. Montreal, do you want a lighter, or have you already eaten it?
I haven't eaten it yet.
Okay. He'll offer a lighter to you, Florence, if you'd like one.
Sticks her head out. Gets lit.
I'm just gonna pocket my cigarette. I'm gonna save it for later.
A rainy day, such as today. Well, very good, my friends. I need to go deal with whatever the hell is going on with your friend Dallas. But I have a project that I hope you all will participate in. Florence, you might serve as a excellent control.
Do I have a choice?
Certainly.
What are my choices?
Your choice is to help us or not. It's very simple.
What
There's
am I
really
helping with?
The great project, as people say. But honestly, it's nice to have something to do. That's what I always say. If you'll
What do we
excuse
get
me.
if we help?
Nothing, and you don't get anything taken away if you don't. You'll do it out of the kindness of your hearts. But the reason you'll really do it is because you're curious. Even though I didn't write your backstories, I know that to be true about each and every one of you. Well, welcome to the world of the living, Florence. I intended to get started sooner, but now I have to go see about... Oh, he kind of looks at Dallas again and says, Have you had these since you woke up?
No, I mean after the big storm. Like when I woke up, like there weren't. I don't remember them being there before.
Yes.
I think I remember like Octavian saying something about like the 3 of or something, right? Like
You
Yeah.
didn't hear that. He said
didn't hear
that.
that?
He said that in a hidden
I
time.
don't
Yeah.
remember like what is my knowledge here and what is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. You. Yeah. As far as you know, you
Tell
don't.
me about it.
He'll sort of nod and say, very well, and he'll just kind of wander away. You guys hear a roll of thunder in the distance. London, Dallas, Montreal, Zurich, it looks like if you kind of peek in on Omaha and Jakarta, they're still resting. They're still asleep.
I'll
So-
close Omaha's door then and make sure it's like secure and not like gonna get blown in by the wind or anything.
It's you unsecured it to look in on her, which quite frankly, London guys, get a room.
Well, we have our own rooms.
Like,
Anyway,
geez, of
she
course you
closes the
checked on
door,
her.
make sure that it's not ajar.
Do you check on Jakarta?
I'm assuming the others are.
Yeah.
Wow.
If they are,
Wow,
she'll go
right?
to their
Yeah.
room.
Okay.
You said if you see that they are still sleeping. So
I'm gonna
They
check
are.
on I'm gonna check on Jakarta, but I'm gonna look over Montreal. I'm gonna look over at London and just give her a look like,
They both are sort of sleeping. They might even like stir and say, "Yeah, we'll cut." Not. I need a couple more hours of sleep. Jakarta, especially given how banged up he got psychically by what he saw.
I'm just gonna say your twins here before I close the door.
I'm gonna. Well,
Ooh.
I'm just gonna say he doesn't hear you. He's
Yeah.
drifting off to sleep because otherwise he would have come out. But I rolled low, so didn't hear that. If you guys want to take Florence to the commissary, you certainly can. To the building,
Well,
it does seem
I'll
like a
ask.
trust zone.
Are you hungry? They actually
Yeah.
have really good food here. Okay, and it's not poison. At least it hasn't been. So sorry. I just know how confusing it is, and I know you
Yeah.
have no reason to trust me, but you kind of have to.
Don't worry, she's the mom of the group.
I'm not the mom of the group.
I
I'm
mean-
absolutely not.
Eh,
Oh God. Okay. Anyway, it's
It beats being locked in a cell, so
there you go.
let's go.
So, if you guys head over to the building, you notice, Florence, that yes, it's this kind of very large sort of. You whatever sort of baseline of like knowledge, because you know what things are. You have kind of the stuff, and you do recognize this is an office building. They go in, and actually, although Florence, as you're walking to the building, it begins to rain and thunder. And given your astrophobia, your aversion to storms and lightning and rain and mist, you begin to kind of feel a little uncomfortable. I'd like for you to make. You're gonna roll 2 dice unless you want to put more points into this preemptively. You're gonna roll. It's the last one under will. Resist coercion. In other words, kind of to keep your wits about you in the fate of a sort of frightening event.
I rolled a 1 and a 4.
A 1 and a 4. You can pick which of those you'd like to be your result. You're only going to have a first degree success, so it's not going to be amazing for this, but you can pick if you'd rather be sort of replying to this in a more... If you'd like the result of your attempt to be more heights, dizziness versus tight space trapped, you can choose between them just sort of for flavor if you'd like.
Dizziness. Heights. Awesome.
In that case, yes, the thunder rolls ahead, and you guys see Florence, like, swooning, almost beginning to, like, fall.
I'll
You okay?
I don't know. I feel dizzy.
yeah,
Just-
guys. Let's grab her and get her in.
Do you need
Okay. Yeah. And I
Oh.
take Dallas's hand.
Perfect. If anyone has 3 or more dice in medicine, which is under your intellect, you could make a medicine roll otherwise. Okay, go for it, Montreal. You've been a doctor, damn it.
I've been a doctor.
Did this happen to you?
2 4s.
2 4s.
Is
Does
that
that
what-
happen
yeah.
to be your... And look at
Yes.
that! Behold! And behold.
No.
With
God.
that-
No,
Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Montreal.
Yes!
I just woke.
I'm
Welcome.
sorry. My bad.
So Montreal, Montreal, I'm gonna say with that, you actually don't think that Florence is like swooning from tiredness. You think Florence is anxious about the rain. You think Florence has had a fright of some kind.
Like I guess I'll just like just put the back of the hand on the head, just see she's all right. Like, oh, I think she's just afraid from the rain.
The
It's
rain.
just it's definitely an inconvenient fear. And there's a whole bunch of storms going around.
And
But-
since you don't have a D13, I'm gonna roll one on your behalf here real quick.
No problem. Sorry.
Oh, it It was gonna be a 13, and then it hit my headphone cable, and it turned to a 9. Oh, we almost had a horror surge. Oh, that would have been. Oh, that's so sad.
I'm the anti-Dan. Where Dan would have gotten a 13.
You're the NAD. Okay, so
Yeah, hey, Mose, you always be my nad, baby.
there you go.
and a 3 on the. Perfect. Okay, so, as this sort of you look at Florence, and Florence clearly is very like upset by this, and you're thinking it's this, but at this point you guys all feel the rain begins to truly fall, and it is thunder. You see lightning. There's like lightning crashing just offshore, so it's like really loud. And having experienced a dread storm recently, I think Rawlings especially, you recognize that a dread storm is reforming. And in fact, you guys see the purple mist coming out of the mountain is being pulled down by the raindrops.
Dallas, Florence starts to grip your hand tighter.
Yes. Can we please get it?
Yeah.
Look, the storm started. It's going to be another dread storm. Can we get inside, please?
Yes, duh.
Perfect. Can everyone please go to your sweet little physicality and give me a move roll as you run from the rain? Yes, Montreal.
I also wanted to ask, with like detect vibe, could I be able to like maybe sense that Florence is Astrid?
You don't even. When you came out, Florence had brought all of the dolls out, so you see Florence's Astrid doll. There's no you are aware of that. You don't need to deduce that at all.
Okay.
Because you
I'm adding
recognize
2 dice
Astrid.
to move.
We
You're
did a
adding
move
2?
roll,
What's
right?
that?
A move?
Move,
roll?
please.
Yes.
Yes.
2 2s.
2 2s.
No matches.
No matches.
No matches.
All right. No matches. No matches. Zurich.
No.
No
Nothing.
Is it
matches.
under? Am I crazy?
It's
There.
under physicality. It's between weapon
Okay, I see it.
resistance, weapon thing. Yeah.
I got 2 5s.
2 5s. All right. So
Nitrophobia.
you guys begin to sort of try to move as this rain kind of intensifies. With Dallas being like, we need to go. Kind of everybody run, basically. Dallas, you're still holding hands with Florence and trying to sort of pull Florence along. But with the sort of intensity of this rain, and you're both stumbling a bit, and Zurich is kind of with you, London and Montreal run, and they make it to the doors of the building. But the rest of you, the rain is still pounding down on Zurich, Dallas, and Florence, and it's like cold and merciless, and you're beginning to have, none of you are quite at the point of like mist exposure, but there's a very upsetting, frightening, you know what's coming if you're out here too long. Yes, London?
I would like to hold the door open.
London will open the door
yeah.
so people can sort of rush in quickly. Montreal, are you doing anything from where you are?
I was going to ask, even though I got success on the move, could I choose to try to help these guys instead?
Absolutely. I'll say that if you sort of run up, but then you see their back, you can kind of run back and you can be sort of providing them some assistance with what's going on. And I'll say that you're able to kind of marshal people closer, but there are 3 of them, which kind of slows how much you're doing. But you certainly, what you can do is anyone who slipped, you're sort of helping them up and trying to sort of get them to go.
Okay,
so that's good. So no one is like, by the time Montreal has gotten to you, he's helped everyone up. London is holding the doors open for you. But it is at this time that in a thunderous thud, Zurich, Montreal, Dallas, and Florence, and London even from where you are, kind of under an awning, you all hear a sound in the sky. This another sort of rolling, thunderous thing, but it doesn't sound as natural, and you can hear this kind of above you. Any of you who already have 4 dice in look, if you sort of peek up, you notice that coming out of kind of the purple sort of shadows up there of the clouds that are forming in this rain, there is an extremely large winged form that is kind of emerging from this dread storm.
How far are they from the door again?
They are a move roll away from the door, is how I'll phrase it.
I don't
Like,
know.
holy shit! Like we gotta. I'm like, pick it up the pace. We gotta go.
London will just say, run!
Okay.
Okay. I think Florence is like shaking at this point and like crying
Understood.
and like having a hard time moving. And just saying, "You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're here. You're here. You're here." Like over and over again. And just like can't move.
Something fascinating is happening that has actually never come up in this
What?
cross before. Florence, where's your cigarette right now?
It was in her mouth.
Okay. Montreal, you have a cigarette in your pocket, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Florence, you've got a cigarette like it's do you
It's
actually
just like hanging.
I'll tell you what, Florence, we're going to do a luck roll to see if it stayed in your mouth or if it might have fallen out onto the ground. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Since you don't have a D13, I've rolled a 3. So that means yes, the cigarette is still in your mouth. It's sort of
Okay.
stuck to your mouth, so it's
I don't know if that's good or bad.
it's not great. So at this point, as basically Zurich, Montreal, Dallas, and Florence, kind of Montreal has doubled back to help everyone stand. London's like, run! You all sort of pause as you see that there is this like unfolding gargantuan form up in the clouds above you, kind of coming out of nowhere, or maybe coming from the mountain, you're not even sure. But Florence, at this point, your cigarette begins to kind of like fizzle and burn, and at Montreal you're feeling a similar thing in your own pocket. As the tobacco that you're holding is kind of being sort of activated in this strange way. And Florence, you're getting this like incredibly like strong scent of just tobacco like washing over you. Montreal, kind of, there's like literally burning a hole in your pocket at this point as this kind of something is happening, and you guys can feel that because of this being on you and being all over you, this form which was kind of just above is now like turning down directly on this group.
Can I make a move to like throw it away? Like
Sure, yeah, you can. Throw is under physicality, so yeah, if you want to, you can just do a throw, and you do have points that you can add to skills, kind of on an ad hoc, or as an as needed basis. So if you want to make your throw good, I would definitely recommend adding some to your move that you're about to do. And anybody who's got extras, I'm gonna throw some on a move.
Okay, I can throw a 2 on move and 1 on throw.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Do you want to do? You want to do?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, so
Okay.
first throw, you're gonna have 3 dice on this.
Okay. I'm gonna do the gay dice. Hold on. This is Pride Month.
When in Pride.
When in Pride. Don't fucking let me down.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't know. 6, 4, and 3. No matches.
6, 4, and 3. So yes, you try to throw it, and though you certainly get it off your face, just like the smoke of it, the stench of it is kind of permeating you, and kind of is the center of it is now on you. But you're gonna make a move. Montreal, is there something I guess you may want to do something with your own pocket. So before we do the moves, what did you want to do, Montreal?
So like the smoke, is it hurting us or is it just?
It's not hurting you, but it's like it's incredibly potent, and you. What is your detect vibe modifier under will?
3 dice.
I think you just have a general sense that this whatever is in the sky, who can say what it is drawn to that scent pretty strongly.
I will begrudgingly, inside my still cutter will hate it, but I'm gonna throw the cigarette away as well.
You can also do a throw roll, which is under your
Let's see.
physicality. I think it's probably just 2 dice.
Yeah, whatever. No matches.
Yeah, so you just you're both just trying to get rid of it, but like the stink of it is on the 2 of you already.
But
Stink of it.
can I also in Montreal, I guess, channeling his Reginald Smuggles. I want to rush to help Florence, seeing that she's
Understood. So you basically want to assist Florence. I'll tell you what you
Yes.
can do in that case, the 2 of you. I'll have this work this way. I would like for you two to roll your move together, and we'll see matches across your larger pool.
Oh,
Ooh,
So,
interesting.
Florence, you have 4 dice. Are you going to add any to move Montreal?
I'd like to spend.
Or spend power also? Yeah.
I'm gonna spend power.
Okay.
I'll just get it up to 3 dice.
Perfect. Okay,
I'll
yeah,
spend
just
2.
spend 2 power, so you're going to roll 3. So, Florence, you roll 4, unless you also want to spend power, which is always, if you want to bump it up even above 4, you can, but...
My power replenishes, right?
Power replenishes 1 per hour.
Okay, I'll do with power too.
So, okay, cool. So we will expect... So basically roll 5 dice for this one. And we'll knock you down to 11.
No, I just did it myself. I was at 13 and I just did 1. Sorry.
Oh, it costs 2.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You're good. Yeah.
Okay, I have 1 match.
Okay.
I have 2 1s, a 4, an 8, and a 7.
2 1s, a 4, an 8, and a 7. Montreal, what do you have?
I got 2 1s.
You have 2 1s?
Yes.
Well, in that case, the 2 of you together are able to sort of like kind of helping each other up as a group action. The 2 of you do manage to outrun this, despite the sort of stench of what you're sort of kind of leading with this, and you were able to make it to London with the open things. Zurich and Dallas, it is your turn to make a move roll as well.
I'm going to spend 2 power to get 1 extra die for this.
Love it.
And I'm going to do the same. I can do that after the fact, after my roll.
You can, but if you spend it ahead of time and then need to re-roll, you keep getting the bonus the whole time without spending more. But yeah, if you wanted, I'm not sure if that made sense. In other words, you could spend 2 power and get a bonus from your first roll, and then if you need to spend 3 more to re-roll the whole thing, if you still don't get a match, you still get your bonus. You don't have to repay for it. Dallas, how'd we do?
Sorry, I froze.
2 6s.
2 6s. Is that anything awesome for you by any chance?
No, it's not. 4
Yeah.
is awesome for me.
Zane, how'd we do?
I got a pair of 7s, my daddy.
Yay! All right.
That was special. 2 power, correct?
That was, 2 power to have added the thing. Perfect. Okay. Oh.
Sorry, I froze when you were asking when you were saying who should make a roll.
You are the only person who doesn't need to, because you're the only person in the building. Everybody else either fell or went to help people who fell. And I'm sure that on some degree, Reginald Smuggles is what was driving Montreal to rescue Florence. Let's face it.
Yeah. They had a very strong bond.
Stronger than Elwin? Wait.
Let's see.
Going to die for 2 people.
He was
So-
into a different kind of service to Astrid.
That's true.
So, Demon Daddy. So basically, as
Yeah.
Florence and Montreal are able to kind of help each other up, but Zurich and Dallas also managed to run, and everyone sort of like dives into the sort of office first floor here. That London has been holding these sort of glass doors open. But as that happens, the dragon in the sky above unleashes this sort of like explosive concussive burst of flame, kind of this tobacco scented flame, kind of trying to find the tobacco. You've gotten everyone inside, you've all rushed in, but at this point you guys see the fire coming, and I will actually allow numerous different kinds of things here as you can try to dodge, you can try to move again as basically like glass is exploding. You're all moving away, so you're not like directly at it, but like it's a real pyrotechnics here as like the front of the building is just exploding inwards.
I'll do a move roll.
Okay,
I'll
sounds good.
I'll move as well.
Cool. You can move, you can dodge, you could acrobatics. I sneak if you want to say you're hiding behind something. There's a lot of different things
Maybe.
I'd allow.
That's all I need to hear.
2 1s.
2 1s, great, London. And London, what is your? No, your 7s. Okay.
It's zoophobia.
Cool.
Sorry.
Florence, how did you do with your move? With your just
2
continued running?
6s.
2 6s. I love it. So basically, Florence, you're in, and basically everyone's now kind of running in other directions, just ducking down. Montreal, how'd you do?
2 5s.
2 5s. Great. Beautiful. Zurich,
2's daddy. My daddy.
I love it. 2 2s.
Also-
Okay. Dan,
I'm spending 3 power to reroll.
love it.
I just want to say the
Okay.
serendipity of all of this. I'm wearing a Demon Daddy shirt from the Florence and the Machine concert, and my name is Florence.
Have you?
Wild.
Also, there's something about everyone's names that's kind of the thing one doesn't always mention. But if you look at everyone's names, you might realize it.
Oh no, I realized that.
You got it.
Begin.
Okay,
Yeah.
It took some people. There were a lot of like,
Took me a really
oh.
long time.
Oh.
Liv is Omaha though because of Liv. Yeah, you get it.
I will
Yeah.
continue to blame things like that on my dyslexia, so Philip feels bad.
That's a losing strategy because I never felt better, baby. Dan, how do we do on your
On the reroll, I got 2 8s.
2 8s, and where were you sort of what were you rolling?
On a move.
So basically, for the most part, you guys are just able to outrun. No one takes any damage as the thing sort of explodes. With Montreal kind of ducking behind the desk, and I think Zurek probably are also hiding behind a column or something. The rest of you just kind of moving to the back. The elevators seem to be operational now, although I know several of you are very opposed to elevator travel based on your fears. But if anyone at this point, it does seem like there was a big explosion out there. You may want to get into a more secure area, either the stairwell.
Stairwell.
Okay.
Stairwell.
Stairwell is not going to fall if it
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys rush into the stairwell where you've spent so much time, you're sort of in there, and kind of once you close the door onto that, the sort of heavy door slams, and yes, it's just kind of a corporate stairwell. Although you do see that up above. Oh man, last time there was a dreadstorm in the stairwell, the skylight broke. Maybe we can do that again. That'll be fun.
Oh god.
I don't want it to.
Oh, actually, I do. Okay. Oh, great point. So, you guys.
Didn't even say anything.
You guys.
Can-
Uh-huh.
Before anything goes wrong, can London say, by the way, stairwells haven't historically been super safe, so keep an eye out. Not
What?
everything, just everything.
Yeah, we've learned there's just random monsters and danger, and this is just not a. This hasn't been fun the past few days.
Interesting you say that. I definitely think that Montreal, London, and Zurich, without any rolls required, you remember what happened in this stairwell with the gargoyles. When you were other people in a different life. But at this point...
I guess just remembering that, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
just pat London on the head like,
So at this point, I get to just roll this, and I oh my god, if I can roll a 13, it will be the coolest thing, but if I can roll an 11 or a
God.
12, it'll still
Yeah.
be awesome, and a 10 will be delayed.
Don't roll a 13.
Oh my god, I want to roll it so
I
bad,
don't want
but
to
I
die on
want
a
to
stairwell again.
I only roll a 6. I wish it had been a 12. Anyway, unfortunately, the dragon scent is not going to lead it to you guys. He's not going to be able to kind of come to the skylight and smell you through that. So at this point, you guys look up. You think maybe we should get out of here, but where do you want to go?
All right, what floor should we go to?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to the commissary anyway.
Oh yeah.
You could go to the
Wasn't that
commissary
on
if you
the
want
first
to.
floor?
Commissary's 3rd floor.
Oh.
Sure, let's go there.
Okay, so
Sure.
so Florence, you are probably fairly relieved that you are now out of the storm, though there is this skylight above that's just pure purple and just rain constantly falling on it. So this exact hallway is probably not a place you love to be, but they begin leading you up the stairs, telling you they're taking you to a commissary. I won't have Lauren do it because she gets so resentful. Zane, would you roll a d13 for me?
Oh, yes. Yes, my
You mean yes,
Yes.
Daddy?
yes, my dangerous dungeon dread daddy.
There you go. That's what I like to hear.
It's a good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
What do we got?
5.
5. Great.
Oh, man.
I think with a 5, there is, though you do notice various people like running into the stairwell and running down
Oh, no.
because of the storm, you're not finding any, like there's no weird monsters on the floor, and you're able to get to the 3rd floor, without too much delay. You can open the doors to it, and now you are on that sort of 3rd floor. Opening, you see the door over to the commissary. It is open, and there's a good number of people in there, kind of just like shaking their heads. You see a couple of the employees in their kind of their jumpsuits, just being like, these dreadstorms are going fast. And actually, one person, one of these employees, as she walks past, she kind of like glares at the 5 of you, and says, "Yeah, I wonder why," and just kind of passes by.
Like she just glared at us.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay, well, how do we not do that?
Can I roll intimidate?
Sure. As you say, how do we not do that? She turns back and goes, just stop doing things.
Oh, so we just like sit here and do nothing?
Yes, you people are the reason. And the other one's like, no, it's not.
What do you mean, you people?
She's just pointing at the five of you. Yes, Montreal?
I got 2 8s.
2 8s. What do you say?
You know what? She glares at us. She says, "You people." She's gonna be like, "What do I want to say?" You know what? I'll just walk up to her, invade her personal space a little bit, and just give her hard middle finger to the face.
She backs up that you're kind of close and is like, and then just.
Does she have food? Is she carrying her tray?
No, she's like she's not in the commissary yet. She's like she'd probably just eaten and is walking out. Ooh, tell you what. Here, we'll roll a luck for you. Here we go. Yeah, she has a coffee.
I'm gonna take her coffee, drink it, pour the rest on the floor.
Montreal.
And she says, "See? She's like, whatever," and then she just like walks away. Like, I can't believe. And the other person says, "Well, now maintenance has to clean that up, so thanks a lot." And just walks off.
No, I'll clean it.
Like, no, don't clean it. They're being rude to us.
London is gonna go get napkins. Never mind the Dreadstorm.
Sure, that's fine. Let's see. Dallas.
Yeah.
As you're sort of standing here, I'd like you to add your Rawlings and give me an analyze.
Okay.
As you're sort of just thinking about the Dreadstorm.
2 6s.
2 6s. You are fairly confident that it is Tabakatos that has sort of spread through, but there's something odd about Dreadstorms on this island.
Well, like, because if this isn't a domain of dread, why are they invading here?
Yeah, or even, I suppose the question you then say, or are they invading? What is it that is happening that is making itself like Hysteles on our last one, or now like Tabakatos?
Right.
Something about that is very strange and kind of, maybe like a thing to try to figure out. But given how much mist comes out of that volcano that you're on, you suspect that it's
related somehow.
Something about that, yeah.
Yeah. Just another thing on the long list of things to look into.
Indeed. In any case, yes, the commissary is operating during the storm. So you are welcome to sort of go in and get some food. Florence, as you enter, it's kind of like, imagine kind of, like a big commissary just on the middle floor of like on a floor of an office building. No windows, or very small windows on one side. Lots of tables, people just milling around. There's kind of there's a bunch of chairs, and then there's kind of like an open, buffet style area. Some areas where you can grab drinks, hot food hot drinks dispensers, that sort of vibe.
What's on the menu today?
There seems to be an incredibly diverse menu, and some of the stuff doesn't seem to be for humans. And in fact, as you look, not everyone walking around is a human being. There are a few other types of creatures mixed in with the staff of this place. You might even notice, maybe Montreal's fingers can't help but like stroking it as he passes, that there seems to be some blood, like blood with blood types, in little bottles for vampiric employees, etc. But there's elvish food, dwarvish food, and then just standard, hash browns and eggs and things like that.
Do I think I'm human?
I guess, have you looked at yourself?
No. Like, I was looking at my hands.
Your hands appear human. We'll say there's a reflective glass surface on one of the, doors, and you look like a human being as much as can.
Okay.
And London, Zurich, Montreal, Dallas, they are all people.
You mean human?
Well, they're humans, yeah.
Yeah, they're all humans. Okay.
They're people too?
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess what do I see when I look at myself in the mirror?
Yes, and I will say you can defer this question to later. I waited a few sessions before I made them all describe themselves.
That's
From
yeah.
opening up from this amnesiac kind of thing, you can defer on that. I will tell you that every single one of these narcissists describe themselves as looking just like themselves. So you can defer on that question if you'd like, because it's
Granted, though,
we just described ourselves. Philip called us all good looking.
Yeah.
Hey.
I believe
That's
technically
true.
I was just aping chat.
Just saying.
Yeah. So
I mean, you know me, Phil. I already had an idea before I came. I've short, cropped, bleached blonde hair, athletic, sporty looking, tan, human looking, but brown eyes. Not me, but those are, I guess, what I see when I look in the weird reflective surface.
understood. Well, and you also now are you're a human, but you're also sure you're not a vampire.
I'm also sure I'm not a vampire because the blood doesn't look good.
And
so
you have a reflection.
and I have a reflection. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Oh my god, let's make a magic item that is a mirror that makes a reflection of vampires. So vampires look in it, like, what's going on, and it's an illusion that's being cast by the mirror to trick them.
You're so freaked out.
Like, just go out in the sunlight. See, you're real.
Real, you're a real boy now, Montreal.
At this
I go to
point-
eat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys can just grab some food, and Florence, you probably are fairly hungry. Does anybody do anything special with the food, or do you guys all just grab some food and get a table?
Just grab food.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so you are all sitting, you're all eating.
So, what do you guys plan on doing after you get off this island?
You know,
I don't know if there
that
is.
would require knowing like what there is to do and where I came from and all that shit.
Yeah.
How do we even get out though? Like maybe through the mist corridor thing?
Maybe the captain can help us? I assume he has a ship of some kind.
Well, he does. We were on it.
Yeah.
No, it
Oh,
crashed.
it crashed the
Oh.
hell up. And it wasn't his ship. It was the SS Don't Come A-Knockin'.
Well,
Oh,
if there is a
Straight
ship,
out of port. Fuck hard.
Hey, you know what? If a captain is on a ship, it's his ship.
you know, I'm sure we can convince the captain to
That's
steal
called
the ship.
maritime law.
Well, I don't know. I wonder if the experiment with us is over. But if it was over, then I feel like they would have us like rabbits or
Definitely doesn't
mice.
help the one person who, was kind of helping us through all this is, dead.
Yeah.
The
Well,
doctor died?
yeah, Dr. Partridge.
They-
She.
Killed her.
They killed her?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Lori, yeah.
More or
Sorry.
less.
Fucking-
Yes, they absolutely did.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
I think there was,
Horribly.
I
There
think
was blood
kind of like-
everywhere.
There was a coup here,
Sorry,
basically.
Scare Florence.
What?
It's the board of directors. Like some of them have maybe different visions about the direction of this place.
And
of
apparently,
it
we're just a
makes
fun
sense.
little study for them. But Dr. Partridge was in charge of whatever is happening with us. But I wasn't sure what was happening with us before, and now I'm definitely not sure what's happening with us now. But apparently, they're still interested in us because they haven't tried to get us out or kill us. So,
Yeah, the problem is that they resolved their issues here with murder, so like,
That's why we have weapons now, because you never know when they're gonna come for us.
That is
Yeah.
true. You guys do
I'm,
all have.
I'm gonna say I didn't say it that loud.
she's still gonna be like, keep it down.
Okay, but you, and she points to Montreal, recognized the dolls. And you, and she points to London, who asked me about like believing in reincarnation?
That was me.
Zurich, and you asked me about reincarnation. You recognized the doll?
You were those dolls in past lives, basically. And
Yeah.
we have a whole bunch of dolls. We died a whole bunch of times. And
Are those the only dolls that you have?
Just the 3, yeah.
Oh wow, I have like 21.
That's
you
a
must
lot
be
of.
a very young soul.
3 of hers are vampires.
I have a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I
Yeah,
Guys,
if you guys are comparing doll counts, Dallas is the overall winner with 20. Jakarta has a measly 5. London has 18. Some of yours didn't count for, whatever reasons. Omaha has 12. Montreal has 9. And Zurich has 17. Yes, Dallas.
So I remember from Rawlings' point of view, like being in the car and the train when the big dreadstorm happened.
You absolutely do.
Do I like, can I like tell that was not like, that was concurrent to the one where we were strapped down?
You can, and I love where this is going, and I'm ready for it. I've been waiting for someone to try this. Yes.
Well, I don't know if we're on the same page here, but I'm gonna say, well, no, they're not. You said they're past lives, or they're not necessarily past lives.
What do you mean?
Like one of my guys, like Rawlings, he's alive right now.
So
Still.
are you
Like when they locked us down for that, when we were in the dreadstorm, we were in that thing. He was out there, like he's in a train car somewhere, or like was, and like he saw everyone outside the train die. Like, I think that dreadstorm killed a shit ton of people.
Oh, can he help us? Can you contact him?
I don't know. Can I? That's a good question.
maybe
don't
we
know
should go
how we-
somewhere else?
Dallas.
Can I try and telepathically reach out to him or something?
Try and telepathically reach out to him. You absolutely can do that. That is, I'll tell you what that one will be.
Mm-hmm.
Because this will actually work. Go ahead and do a detect vibe with your Rawlings modifier.
Okay, great. I'll take
6 dice, and if you want to put more on top of that, baby, I guess you've spent some power already today. So
I've been shopping around with that power, so I will.
You've had to make some expenditures.
Exactly. Where's my? Oh, there we go. Okay, great. So we got 6 right here. 2 8s.
2 8s. Nothing is better than 8 for this roll, sir.
So true.
You begin to try, like, you close your eyes and try to reach out to Rawlings. With a match of 2 8.
I'm gonna put my hand on the gemstones.
Ooh, roll a d13.
Roll that, Daddy.
Don't let Dan do this.
2.
Okay.
What
The
about you?
stones
Jump in
kind
the
of just feel
commissary.
sort of like cold and hard, and you don't feel any sort of connection there. That's... Well, as you sort of begin to sort of reach out to Rawlings, though, you start having some images of Rawlings in your mind. Specifically, what you are experiencing is Rawlings basically Rawlings like moving through the car, talking to sort of those staff members, being told they want to keep him very safe. Zeke is also with him. Hearing about how they're not getting any contact from anywhere else. Dallas, I want you to do another detect vibe, this one not with the Rawlings added to it.
Okay. So that's 4. No matches.
You can't, it's spotty things and you're not sure. It doesn't feel like you're experiencing like a psychic connection. Like, it doesn't seem like you're looking through his eyes right now. It's like it's various different elements and it's all kind of jumbled together. However, I'm gonna let you make one more roll. Big sir. Good destination in California. Dallas, please roll.
I thought that was in contrast to young Sir Boy.
Young sir boy. Oh my god, one of the best things KJ's ever said. Please give me an analyze and add your Rawlings to this. You'll have 5 dice on this one.
Okay.
And I know you can get a match. And if you don't, it's okay. We'll still care about you.
2 more 8s.
2 more 8s?
Yeah.
You're not exactly sure what it is you were just seeing, but you have a strong suspicion that if you want to see more and perhaps even see what's going on, you would need to get that doll. You would need to get your Rawlings doll.
Did I have any dreams last night?
All right, I'll just give it to you because you got 8s on this. You suspect you were remembering dreams you had in the night. Those images of Rawlings were a dream you had last night.
Okay, so then I'll say, okay, so listen, I can't like connect to him. I can't like, call him up on my mind phone, right? But like, I think the doll is a connection to him. I think like if anyone else has anyone that's still alive, I think that they could probably connect to them with the doll in a certain amount of focus. Like I think like I put last night, I put the doll, I had the manager doll too. Do I remember anything from the manager last night?
We'll say, given how you can barely remember these dreams, you were just focusing on the Rawlings. So at this point,
okay.
No. But maybe like the minorest snippet somewhere. Sure.
Okay. So I don't remember anything from the manager. Maybe Rawlings is closer. I don't know. But I had, after this Dreadstorm, I have to go get that doll. Both of them. Does anyone else have anyone that you can remember that's alive right now? Any of your people?
I mean,
I know.
never-
Florence?
I never said I put my dolls down.
Yeah, you have yours with you.
They're just
Oh.
chilling.
They're soaked in the mud and everything, yeah. But
Yeah.
you're with them. London.
I do.
As you're trying to think if any of yours are still alive.
Oksana.
Also, is
Oksana's-
Astrid still alive?
Sorry.
Oh.
I lost like
we both died.
I'll tell you after our game. I'll tell you about a session. I'll tell you about a session when I'll talk to you about a big thing that happened recently. Yes, Oksana is one that you have. You remember her being overtaken by the mist.
Oh.
But you still do have a thing, and because you have your extra knowledge of Oksana, I would let you do a detect vibe and add Oksana to it.
Okay. So that's 7 dice.
7 dice, indeed.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, I assume you can get a match, but who knows?
Ooh. Ooh.
Somebody 7s.
2 7s and 2 6s.
Which ones do you want to use?
Hold on, I have to see what's more relevant. Oh, wait, no, shoot. Oh, 6. Endings.
Damn it. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Do you know why I'm mad?
Yeah. I don't want to advance the dread clock.
But it's just a poor little 13. It's not even nowhere anymore. You gotta
You're
go
mean. No.
Up. I love you so much. And you'll get
Stop
big
being
soon.
weird.
We gotta feed you some more, my friend. Okay, London.
What is that chronophilia that you have? You're in love with that clock.
I'm in love with my clock. I said clock,
Clock?
everyone. I said clock, everyone.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
My cock and I aren't speaking. London.
Show me your clock.
London.
Guys, this is an 18 and over channel.
London.
Welcome.
Also, we're sorry.
With 2 death, pain, and endings, yes. You also have the vaguest additional memory of Omaha that you think was a dream. You turned all your dolls away from you, so none of them were like close the way Dallas's was, so it's not like a close thing, but you have this odd sensation of Oksana in a cave. But that's all, you literally have nothing but you like Oksana like groggily in a cave and an odd voice talking, but you have nothing else than that.
Okay, I think one of mine at least is alive, but I remember something, but it's like a dream where, when you like remember the dream, but you can't quite, grab onto it.
Yeah. Well, look, so I think once the Dreadstorm's over, I think we should go get those dolls.
Yeah. It's Oksana.
and then we could just like have our dolls play with each other, or
What?
I mean, if they're the people that they represent are alive, I think there's a better use for them. But yeah, if you want to.
Wait, what if we put...
I haven't played dolls in a long time. I mean, I don't remember the last time I played dolls, but
Hold
I'm
on.
not knocking it.
No. Actually, that might be a good idea. What if we put the dolls of ours that belong together?
So Dallas, you slept next to your doll and you remembered it?
Now kiss.
I mean,
Y'all know.
I was hoping maybe we had an agreement or something, but yeah, I think I'm remembering like more stuff that happened more recently from, and like I guess like when I was sleeping, I was able to connect more easily.
I say we play dolls, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you guys want to do.
Is the storm over?
Make a luck roll.
Oh no.
You're
No.
gonna get it.
Beautiful cage from Towers and Trinkets. Just 9.
The storm is letting up. People are going back to work.
Okay.
Aww.
So,
Sophia.
with that, you think the storm is letting up. You think the storm is gone. Also, everybody regained 1 power.
Woo!
Because an hour has passed.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord.
I missed it.
Just
In the chat.
Look at the chat.
Part of the game.
it's in the other. It's in the
Twitch chat.
Twitch chat because she's.
Oh.
So anyway,
Barbie. Like Barbie.
yeah.
I-
got it. Just yeah. So
Guess who was doing that as a child with their Barbies? You know,
Thanks for sharing, Lauren.
Glad this is so brave.
So, are you guys going to return to your
Pride
dread
Month.
cells?
Yes.
What?
I mean,
Are
yeah,
you
but
guys
say
gonna return to
yeah.
your dread cells?
Let's go get our dolls, babies.
we're gonna go play with ourselves.
I'm
And
going
each
to take a
other.
coffee to go.
Understood. You can grab a coffee to go, no problem.
You know what?
Oh, I'll get one too.
As you guys sort of walk out, nobody has 5 dice in detect vibe, right?
No.
No.
Cool. Okay, then yeah, we'll say that. So if you guys head up and walk out, returning to the stuff, Florence, I'm sure you're still very confused, but they've given you some weird context. At least you now know that you're supposed to be reincarnated dolls. You know, they haven't really given you all the details, but and they've disagreed about some. Like
She's looking at the dolls, basically.
like when Zurich said, "Yes, they did kill her," which is still one of my favorite things. Oh no, they absolutely killed her. Anyway, as you guys head out, I will sort of have the sort of perspective hover here just for one moment. As a couple of people who are at a table over sort of turn and having kind of heard some of what you were saying, say, we should go tell Mr. Soot this. And they say, that's a great idea. And so they will go to do that. So as you guys head back, it appears that you have a few options as what you're going to play with these dolls. Dallas, of course, maybe thinks that if he could really commune with Rawlings, he might get something out of that. London has a similar possibility with Oksana, but Zurich and Montreal and Jakarta and Omaha and Florence could also be included in these possibilities by maybe combining dolls, see if bringing any of them together sort of do anything. Florence, I am going to ask you to do something, though, just right now, because I think I'm going to say these characters would remember, even if the players don't, because it was so very, very long ago, that they all did spend some time when they first woke up focusing on one specific doll, sort of meditating with it. So if you wanted to take one of your dolls and go sit in your dread cell and really kind of like pour some energy into that, that might be a thing you could do for a while. Yes, London?
Could that be something that we recommend that she do? Because
You
Or
all
if that's
remember
like
that's why you have a bonus to Oksana.
okay,
Yeah.
So that is something I could say without being metagaming?
Yes, I would,
Okay.
yeah, I would say you guys remember how that worked.
Okay, so I will say to Florence, hey, so while we're getting everything together, you might want to take some time to sit and just think about, meditate, connect with your dolls. Just
Okay.
yeah, that's it. It could help you remember things. That's kind of how a few of us were able to remember some things. If you just kind of sit with them and try to let them in.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. And she'll look at the like 3 dolls that she has and like grab like Astrid.
Astrid, I love it. All right. So, you begin to commune with Astrid. Now, you have this is a less challenging thing on your end because you don't have as many to do this with. You'll have to use a different skill every time you do this.
Okay.
Detect vibe is one that can work. Analyze is one that can work. Look is also one that can work. So, or if you really can pitch some other sort of thing. But I'd like you to go ahead and make a roll on Astrid for me. And if you want to, you're going to do look.
Sorry, I did not mean to. My cat did that.
No problem. If you want to add some points to look, though, we definitely can.
Yeah, so can you help me understand the difference between look and what was the other one you said?
Analyze. So basically, analyze is you're really trying to think about things about this doll, kind of coming at it analytically with your kind of, like is it right brain? Which one's creative? Right brain's creative. Left brain's creative.
Left brain.
Left brain's creative.
Right brain. Right brain's creative.
So if you want to use your right brain, you use detect vibe to just kind of get the feel of it. If you want to use your left brain to analyze it, you'd kind of do that. Or you could just physically look at it and be like carefully looking at details, seeing what jogs your memory.
I'll do like a detect vibe.
Detect vibe.
And I can add like 2.
I think 4 FD in detect vibe is great. And if you want to additionally add any just for this roll, you could spend 2 more power.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Cool. So yeah, go ahead and roll 5.
Ooh, 2 8s and 2 7s.
Ooh, all right. Great situation here for you. Which one of those would you like to use? And as a sort of like meta player thing, it is which result would you rather have for your remembrance of Astrid?
Okay, well, keep going.
Yeah, just you can look at, obviously 8 is a little weird because it's just 13, 13, 13. So there's less kind of stuff, but 8 also often, those 13s often kind of, what that really implies is kind of like power, secret, inevitability, stuff like that. Kind of this like horrible march of these dreadful things.
Can I do zoophobia for consumption
I
for
thought you
Astrid?
might, and that is a great one to do. So with that, congratulations. This is not something that is going to be immediate. It will take some time, but sort of when we're next playing, you'll sort of have this. You now have a +1 bonus, the knowledge of Astrid St. James. So what this means is you are remembering some details of Astrid's life, but you're also remembering kind of like institutional knowledge, just general things Astrid knows, Astrid's world. You have that perspective. So as Florence is meditating for a while on this doll, but congratulations, you've got some on the board. Now everyone has at least 1 knowledge. Way to go. Dallas and London, Montreal and Zurich, the rest of you are going to engage in some stuff, but we'll pick that up next time. Because as you begin to sort of do these analyses, I think this is a good point to end tonight's session. As you consider these possibilities. But very fun stuff. Thank you all so much. It's great to have Florence here. There is a very fun vibe of you guys have gone through a bunch of stuff, and it's like, oh, there was someone asleep in that room. Okay, well, you got a lot to get caught up on.
Yeah.
Look at your doll. Okay.
Oh, you're awake.
Oh, look, you're awake. So thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. We appreciate everybody. I know we have it seems like chat was pretty darn excitable today.
We're popping today, yeah.
A lot going on in chat. We had some hype trains. We have people to thank, Zane.
Oh, we absolutely have people to thank. It's out of control. I'm still scrolling. Okay. Here we go. Steinbergler, our very own Steinbergler, hit 36 months of subscription. Myself, I hit 34 months. I'm 2 months behind. I know we are brothers. We looks the same. We feel the same. And
yeah, our hearts, those are two separate hearts. They beat as one.
Yeah. And we are, if we meet in the middle, we are 35.
Yeah.
Yes.
Naturally. Yeah.
We did have a hype train start.
We're either 35 or like just south of downtown LA.
Do this. We hit a hype train. Ben Hader came in hard this evening with just starting it off by cheering 1,000 bits.
That is very kind.
That's talking about his clock right there.
Yeah, and then Ben Hader was like, "I'm gonna gift 10 more subs."
That is so many subs. That's so nice of you.
Level 1, then level 2. Yeah, just it was popping off. Then the Rose Explodes herself cheered 100 bits. Galenorian Saber took us over the top, dropped in a 1-month tier 1 sub to that dancer.
We're edging, and he didn't let us edge. Is all I'm hearing.
Didn't let us edge. Kept going, and then Steinbergler came in with 1,000 bits, achieved a hype train level 4. The Rose Explodes cheered a measly 20 bits. Then she cheered a little bit better, 100 bits. Then I gave out 5 community sub gifts. Then we achieved level 5. Then Galenorian Saber came in hot with another gift to another sub gift. And then that allowed us to complete level 6 hype train.
Level 6? That's a I didn't realize it. That's a huge one.
I didn't know they made hype trains that big.
Dude. Well, you should. I'll send you a video. But thank you all for that participation. That's great. And we also had a lot of talk about scissoring in the chat too. So happy Pride, everybody. So we've got some other games on this channel, but this Sunday we do not have a game. We are off on Sunday. I will, however, announce now. I've been given the all clear to do this. That on the following Sunday we are going to begin a new sort of some shorter form things that are very exciting. I'm currently birding a related element here from the this is from the Patron and Deities line, but starting on Sunday the 16th of June, we are going to have our first ever sort of like crossover type game, branded game thing with Cantrip Candles, because Cantrip Candles has some wonderful they're currently not in stock. They're going to be in stock again in the fall, but whereas a preview of this, I have actually written some adventures that are going to be included in the Cantrip Candles Adventure Triptych 3-part set. So we're going to be doing Stealth starting then, and then later in the summer we're going to do a couple of others. Just run through the adventures that you get if you purchase these candle bundles from Cantrip Candles. So it's going to be very fun, and I think they're
So if you buy the bundles, you can light the candle that goes with the campaign.
You can. Although if you get it now, the campaigns are not currently in the candle bundle. So it's a tricky thing of like, maybe buy it so you can have it first, and then later you can buy it again and play the campaign, etc.
There you go.
But yeah, some very fun stuff. So we'll definitely want to check that out. That'll start a week from Sunday, and you'll see some familiar faces. Those are going to be a series of different 3-part ones. So we'll have different lineups for those, and it's going to be a lot of fun. On Monday, we are back with the Dreamlands. Now, Dude and Bro, and I am counting Bruh for Bro, by the way. I made that decision. Bruh counts for Bro. Dude and Bro are in a dead heat. I believe as of now, it will be tied. Bro came out to a slight lead, but Dude is coming back up. And once I'm telling you, these are the 2 undefeated categories in Dreamlands voting of the TVU and the Versus Verse. So we're going to see which one reigns supreme. So definitely vote in your downtown.
When does voting close on that?
Voting will close on that at midnight, Sunday into Monday. So actually, this is the last time I'll tell people to vote. Yeah, it's just, there's 2 voting days left after this. Whatever it's at, midnight on Sunday. That's what we play Monday. And it's going to be very exciting to see what happens with that. For those who watch that show, and if you don't watch it, I don't know. Just say Dude or Bro, whichever one you think is funnier. Last time Totes wound up beating McGoats, I was kind of surprised.
I was big team McGoats. So
I know you had big McGoats energy. So we'll see what wins between Bro came out to an early lead, but actually Pierce seems to be purposefully kind of just swinging, so it's a tie every time, so we'll see how it winds up. So yeah, join us in voting for that on Monday, and join us for the game on Monday night, and then on Wednesday we should be back with more Top Flight Tales. We had a big Top Flight Tales this past week, where some people fought Etienne Rene in the future, and he had a giant bite on his neck thanks to Sarah Quill that she gave him right before she died. So that was something. So yeah, join us on Wednesday, and then a week from tonight we are back with more Blood from a Stone fun. So thank you for all that. Go to our Discord to interact with us. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. Go to our wiki to see how all of these games go together. I'm supposed to go. Does that do the socials, and does that do the schedule maybe?
Oh, sorry.
You guys, you're great. There's some stuff in case you're unaware of that. Thank you. Anybody have anything to plug, to recommend, to say, to complain about? Any airing of grievances?
I mean, nothing was going to be resolved by airing it here.
Amen. On that note,
I have a lot of grievances that I'd like to air. I'm kidding.
That's why your Liv's
air.
Now Defunct chatting show was.
There you go. Well, on that note, thank you all for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Great to have you back, Florence, and I look forward to seeing Florence again in a week or two, as we see what knowledge you gain from Astrid's doll and maybe others. Fun stuff.
Will I be bloodthirsty? We'll see.
It's an interesting question. That's again a very interesting question, and you'll have to talk to different people here about the answer to it. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Until next time, have a dreadful night. Ooh.